Hey everyone, welcome to Graphitii. Similar to the Introduction to Videos video I did about a month back on Graphitii, our newest app, today I'm going to be going over the basics and what I think you should know about the app before purchasing. I'm going to teach you everything you need to know and how you can get started right away using the application. When you log in, you'll be greeted to a Get Started screen where you can upload your own videos, or if you're part of the Graphitii Club, you can browse the select videos that we have available that are being updated every single month. As you can see here, we have the Graphitii video library with different kind of stock footage that you can edit. So we have some preview buttons here, so if we want to check out the clouds over a city stock footage, we can kind of see what's going on there. Or if we want to go check out the London time-lapse one, we can check that out as well. And all of these are kind of catered to the idea of cinemagraphs. After previewing some of the stock footage, I think I'm going to go with the Big Ben video because after just looking at it, I think it would be cool to just mask out the sky and these buildings here and leave the water alone. So now that I've chosen my stock footage of choice, Big Ben, I'm going to edit this video. So our next step after logging in, choosing our stock footage, or in some cases uploading our own video, we now are going to edit the video itself. In this step, our first option is to select our video thumbnail, which you'll see right here. We can scroll through and choose a different one. I'll go somewhere around here. We'll have this cool night shot in the thumbnail that looks pretty cool to me, so now on to the next step. Here we can crop our video, so if we don't want the beginning of the video, we can drag it in, or if we don't want the ending of the video, we can drag it in as well. So now, instead of having a 7-second long clip, I now have a 5-second long clip, and then we can go back to 7 seconds. Pretty simple stuff, just for educational purposes. I think the video is in a good length and that I actually don't need to crop anything, but let's just say that we want to get rid of the first second or so and then drag it in and get rid of about probably another second. So we have our video cropped in, and now we're going to go on to the next step. After pressing that, you'll see this warning screen saying that you're going to crop the video in those frames and that it's permanent and cannot be undone. So if you're 100% sure you want to crop the video like that, press OK, and you're all good. So now the design tab is the biggest part of Graphitii. So we have the overlay option, which is probably in my opinion, the most exciting part of Graphitii. We also have an option to add in text, and we can draw over the footage as well. So if you want to let out your inner artist, you can do some cool little scribbles over the video, and you can write your name or whatever. That is absolutely beautiful. And now it's all branded to me. In my opinion, and you guys may beg to differ, but I think this drawing is a little bit amateur, so I'm going to go ahead and reset it so it goes back to normal. So the overlay option, this, like I said before, is what gets me the most excited about the Graphitii app. As you can see, use the cursor right here, you can read, use the cursor to draw over the parts of the video that you want to be animated. So you're going to draw over with this brush. You can choose the brush size and everything, so going from our brush size looking like this, it's getting all of that there. We can go down to a very small size as well so that we're not getting as much. We can be a little bit more precise with our drawing. When it comes to cinemagraphs, you are purposely getting rid of certain parts of the video, usually one particular element. So in this case, we're getting rid of the moving water so that the sky and the buildings, the lighting on the buildings is just changing, and that's the only thing that's changing inside of the video. So with this overlay option, it's allowing us to mask out the video, and we're choosing what part of the video that we want to mask out. So with the Graphitii Club, you can use all of the stock footage that is being uploaded for you, and then also, which is really cool, if you're creating your own video to turn into a cinemagraph, with this app, you can actually do that yourself. There's no need to bring out Photoshop or any sort of video editing software. This app does everything for you automatically. So with the overlay option selected, we are going to draw out the part of the video that we want to be moving. So if you want the skyline to be moving right here, you're going to make sure that that's what you're drawing over. So that's what we're doing here. We are bringing out the skyline in this video so that everything else is being removed. I'm going to go ahead and fast forward through this process so you guys can kind of see where I'm going with this, but in the end, what we're hoping for is a very nicely done, masked out sky. So as you can see here, this is a very rough drawing. This took me about a minute and a half or so. But playing it through, you can see that we have the main idea down. We have the sky moving and the water is not moving. And some ideas with cinemagraphs are going to be harder to execute than others. But this video in particular, we have different coloring from the water to the sky. So if we wanted to, we could go ahead and just make the water moving and have the sky being still, which would be a cool effect as well, because typically in a time lapse like this, the sky would be going very quickly like it is in this video. We watch the playthrough, we can see the sky. The clouds are going very quickly. So if we kind of reverse this idea and did it differently, that would also turn out very cool in my opinion. And that's the cool thing with cinemagraphs. You can really take it from different angles and have many different approaches, and adding your own video into Graphitii and using the Graphitii Club stock footage is going to really give you different opportunities and very unique opportunities to make really cool content. But after we have our cinemagraph done, our design portion is over, we go on to the next step, the save and share step, and we can see that once we're done, we can save it. We go ahead and do that there. Click on the save button. We can see the percentage going up. We have a link here. You'll see here that you have a link to share. You go ahead and copy that down to the clipboard. You can open up a new tab and paste it in there, and you'll see that you have this window open with the video that you just created. And you may be wondering exactly how you can save this video onto your computer. It's very simple. You right click on it and press save image as, and then you're going to have a .gif option pop up, and it's .gif, whatever. People call it a different thing, but you're saving this as a GIF or a GIF, and you're just going to name it whatever. I'll name it example cinemagraph .gif, and that's going to save it. And then if you open that up in the downloads there, and you can bring that into your browser, open it up, and you can see that you have the video there. But going back into the edit video option, we have a share on social networks option. So we have this video done and ready to go. If we want to, we can share that on Twitter to everybody that we know, and we want everybody to see this cool video. We share the link, they open it up, and they see this here, which is really cool. And again, if you're wanting to save this image, it's technically an image because it's a .gif file, but it is still playing through, and it loops forever, and that's kind of the cool thing about .gif files. So like I said, if you want to save that, go to right click on it, save image as, and then you have the video on your desktop. With all that said, that's pretty much it for Graphitii, a very simple and easy app to use. I'm going to go ahead and go through everything one more time, just in case I went a little bit too fast for anybody. And as you can see there on our projects window, I've made my first project here, a super awesome cinemagraph. We can see it there. So starting fresh, if you have your own project there and you've already made a video, you'll see it there, but this is the first screen we start on, the main screen. So we can go to new projects, and that's going to open up that window. Then we can upload our own video here or browse the videos that are available to us. We can see our Graphitii video library. We'll go ahead and open up a different video. We'll do the bridge at night stock footage. We're going to let that open up. Now we're on to the editing stage of the process. We can go through and select our video thumbnail by scrubbing through here. That looks like a good spot. We're going to press next step after we selected our thumbnail. Then we're going to crop our video if we want to. We don't have to. So we have a 12-second video here. I think that'll be a little bit too long for me, so I'll bring that down to around close to 8 seconds. That sounds fair. We'll go on to the next step, and it's going to ask us to make sure that we're happy with our decision. I'm pretty happy with that. Then on to my favorite part of the entire process, which is the design stage. And one thing I want to mention is that for the video looping, you can loop it throughout the entire editing process, but if you want to, you can press pause there, and that's going to stop the video from looping, so you can kind of focus on what you're doing. So we have the overlay option, which is pretty cool. You have the text option, so if you want to, you can write some cool text on your screen saying awesome cinemagraph exclamation point, and it's black, which is kind of blending in with the video. So if we want to, we can change the color. You also have some hex codes here, which are always fun. We'll make that yellow, so it kind of actually yellow is a good option, I think, because it fits in with kind of the lights of the building, so that's cool. We can bring up the font size and make it a lot bigger, and then move that around to wherever we want to move it. Just move it over there into the top left, and we can change our fonts as well. Then if we want to, we can also go into the drawing option and do some very cool artwork. If you guys didn't know, I'm an artist. If you would look at that, that's literally a masterpiece, but honestly not my best work, so I'm going to go back to the overlay option and reset it, and now we can go and make our cinemagraph. I'm just going to do a quick outline there. We'll make that kind of move over here. Very rough outline, just to kind of show off the example again so you guys get the idea. We're going through masking out the part of the video with the overlay tool that we want to move. Make sure you're masking out what you want to move inside of the video. With my idea here, basically what I'm trying to do very roughly and quickly is just make this skyline move Not going to be perfect. You do want to make sure that when you're doing this, you are spending a lot of time and precision to make sure that what you're wanting to move is actually moving inside of your cinemagraph, because if you make a mistake or something goes wrong, it's probably not going to turn out the way that you want it to. It's a very rough outline, but we're still kind of getting the effect that we want to. If you look and see, all that stuff is moving there. Looks pretty cool. We can pause that and using the knowledge that you just gained, apply that to your own process, and we'll move on to the next step. We're going to say we're happy with that, and then we are going to see the save and share option. So save that, and then you're going to have your own link there. We're going to let that process all the way through. You can see that we have a share with a link option. We can copy that down to our clipboard, open it up in another tab, and we're going to have our very own cinemagraph created. And we also have the share on social network option. So we can share it on Twitter, Facebook, Google+, Blogger, wherever we want to share it, we can. And that is the coolest part about Graphitii. We're designing our own cinemagraphs quickly and easily without having to go through any other software. We can do it all within our browser. And sharing it is as simple as saving it and uploading it to your social media. With all that said, I really hope this video helped you guys out with learning more about the Graphitii app. If you guys have any questions, make sure you let me know. I'll be happy to answer them. If you're having any issues with the Graphitii app or the videos app, make sure you guys email support. My name's Caleb Lancaster. I really hope you guys look into using our new app Graphitii. It's a great time, and I hope you guys have some fun using it and create some awesome cinemagraphs. I also hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.